Hello, fellas, folks. Welcome back to a brand new special episode of Winning at Minecraft. In today's episode, see that guy standing up there looking at us ominously? He's going down. He's going down because we're doing the trial today, and it's in the middle of a snowstorm, so I'll probably do it in the morning. But still, it's gonna happen. Very excited for this thing. All our hard work has come down to this. What's it gonna... Oh, snowfall is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh, look at this. Look, you can't... I'm not even far enough away to see that. He wrote looser. Looser. That's not how you spell loser. I'm not loose. What is it? No. That's ridiculous. He's going around vandalizing things. We cannot... Oh, come on. We cannot be having that in our fair village. I'm admittedly really nervous about this trial because I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know what tricks he might have up his sleeve. Come on. I don't know. I don't know. I've never been in trial before. I think I've said that. And I'm nervous. I'm understandably nervous, you know? But I think it's best if we just go home. We grab some shut-eye. I cannot walk in the third person, and we go to sleep. And hopefully I'll feel a whole lot more confident in the morning. Bed is too far away. Okay, good night.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Stomperella. Ahem. Hey guys, I'm Judge Stomperella. This will be the trial of Bourbaki versus Snowy Valley. Graphite, you've chosen to represent the municipal city of Snowy Valley. You've chosen to represent yourself as well?
Yes, that's right.
Couldn't find anyone to represent you?
Aren't I already representing Snowy Valley?
Yeah, but yeah, you could have gotten a lawyer.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, the paperwork was a bit confusing.
It was because I folded it into origami, wasn't it?
It was because you folded into origami. Yeah, that was.
I got really bored writing that paperwork.
I could tell. I understand. Yeah.
Right, and representing Mr. Bourbaki is Spider.
Yeah. Hi. I am getting paid so much to be here for this.
Oh, that's great. Me too.
I'm not.
When Quentin called me up and asked me to represent him in court, I was like, nah, that sounds awful, and you're kind of a terrible, evil person. But then he told me he acquired a bunch of money from somewhere and would pay me. And then I thought, how could somebody be terrible and evil and pay me money? And now we're here.
All right, let's get down to business then, shall we? This is a complicated trial as it will double as an indictment and mayoral election. This obviously has never happened before, but as all parties are aware, these are very special circumstances. Also, this is Minecraft, so who cares? Quentin Bourbaki is on trial for theft, misallocation, and budgetary posturing, and stealing money from the government. How does the defense plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Dear Lord, if you say so, I guess. Now, Graphite, you're kind of a plaintiff in this situation for some reason. You're asking for the position of mayor of Snowy Valley?
That is correct, Your Honor. I've already begun campaigning, and I believe I've rallied a considerable amount of votes already. So.
Okay, this is very untraditional. There are no chapters in my law book about this particular situation, so we're just going to wing this thing, I think. That's probably legal.
I think the overall presumption for this trial was that if I win, Quentin goes to prison and I become mayor. But if he wins, Quentin remains mayor, I think.
And you go to prison.
Well, no, I didn't do anything wrong.
But if my client gets punishment if he loses, shouldn't you get one as well? Make it fair?
Typically, the plaintiffs don't get any sort of punishment if they lose.
Yeah, but this isn't a typical case, is it? Plus,
Yeah.
I just looked up the word plaintiff, and that's only when someone is suing the defendant. Graphite's not suing, he's just representing a town.
You're right. That is what my law book says. Graphite, you got any ideas for a good punishment if you lose?
No, what? I'm not gonna go to prison for this. I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, what about some money then? We'll take some money from you. How many diamonds do you have?
Like 3?
Only 3. How do you have only 3?
I'm unlucky with mining. Okay, don't judge me.
That's literally my job.
What's that, Quentin? You're wanting to countersue Graphite for breaking and entering into your private domicile? Yeah, I think we can do that.
So now Mr. Bourbaki is wanting to sue Graphite for breaking into his home.
Yep.
Yeah, we can do that in this trial, right?
Sure, whatever. I don't care at this point. What amount are you suing for?
Prison.
You can only sue for money.
Okay, but can we sue for prison instead?
No, this is ridiculous. Objection.
The trial hasn't even properly started, guys. We're trying to decide punishments way too early. We haven't even talked about the circumstances or evidence of the crimes yet. Will the plaintiff please call a witness?
I'm going to call...
I'm pretty sure she was referring to me.
We're suing, so we're the plaintiff.
If you're allowed to countersue for prison, then that means Graphite is technically suing Quentin for prison too.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nothing else has so far. Graphite, go ahead and call a witness.
Okay, I wasn't really prepared with a witness. Can I call myself to the stand?
You want to interview yourself as a witness?
Yeah.
I went to Harvard, top of my class. Sometimes when I look in the mirror, I don't recognize myself.
So, Graphite, tell me about how you discovered Mr. Bourbaki's crimes. Well, it was in the evening. I was working on these spires for this massive bridge project I was working on. Oh, you mean that beautiful, majestic bridge you built to enhance the city? Yes, I do mean that beautiful, majestic bridge I built to enhance the city. Quentin was still mayor at the time, and since I was building on his side of the valley, I had to visit his residence to procure a building permit. So, by going to the mayor's house in the first place, you were just following the law. Exactly, yeah, the law led me there. Anyways, I knocked on the door and there was no answer besides a clicking sound from inside. I was curious and a concerned citizen, and the door was unlocked. As doors typically are. Right, yeah. So I went inside to investigate. I called out to announce my presence. Again, no answer. And then that's when I discovered a secret contraption that opened up a secret door to his secret basement. Ah, seems like he didn't really want anyone to find that. As is the nature of secrets. When I went down, the clicking got louder and I could see that it was coming from a metronome that Quentin was barely using to make SoundCloud raps to. How villainous. Indubitably. Additionally, there were heaps of stolen watch eye equipment and evidence of tampering with larger federal operations. Wow, it sounds like he broke the law a whole bunch. An astute observation, Graphite. You're a very, very smart person. Ah, yes, thank you, Graphite. You as well. Very, very handsome, too.
Are you done, Graphite?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Spider, you're a witness.
Hello, Graphite. May I call you Graphite?
Thank you for asking. Yes, you may call me that. That's the only thing anyone's ever called me.
Wonderful. So in your testimony, you confess that you entered my client's home without expressed consent.
Yeah, but I was concerned for his safety. I heard...
You heard a clicking sound?
Yes.
Which turned out to be a metronome.
Correct, but it could have been so many other things, and he wasn't answering.
Let me ask you this, Graphite. Have you ever been in danger due to a clicking sound?
Sorta.
What happened?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Hi, I'm Graphite. One time I went to an alternate dimension or something. But I think that's meant to be like top secret information, so probably shouldn't confess that to a medium claims court.
What a suspicious answer to such an innocent question. Now, you also said in your testimony that you went to my client's house to convince him to give you a permit for a bridge, yes?
I did.
So who's to say you didn't break into Mr. Barbecue's home to steal the permit for yourself? Who's to say you didn't enter with ill intent?
I did. I said that.
Ah, but you have a bias, don't you?
Well, yeah, but I think everyone in this courtroom has a bit of a bias. Except maybe the judge.
Yeah, she can't make up her mind, can she?
No, very indecisive.
Objection! I can decide things just fine.
Overruled.
Overruled.
Damn.
Anyways, Graphite, you also said that as you invaded his personal domicile, you discovered a stolen watch eye equipment?
Yeah, that's a big reason as to why he's currently on trial.
And you knew immediately it was from Watch Eye? Was it branded?
Well, no, I've just worked with it a lot, so I knew what their equipment looks like.
And how do you know that? Were you also stealing from Watch Eye?
No, I'm just used to... I used to work with an agent from Watch Eye, so...
And is this agent in the courtroom today to back up your story?
No, unfortunately. I tried calling him about it the other day, but I had to leave a voicemail. We're not exactly on speaking terms anymore.
Why not?
Objection irrelevant.
Quentin, he's your lawyer.
Objection irrelevant again?
Fair enough. Sustained.
Fine. If my client was indeed stealing from Watch Eye, what was he doing with it? Because from your testimony, it sounds like he was just using it for SoundCloud rapping. Last I checked, you don't need high-tech stolen government technology to do that, especially when it sounds like the stuff he's made.
A lot of the equipment was audio-based. Frequency analyzers, spectrogram machines, Scarlett audio interfaces, traditional radios, etc.
It's interesting you said radios as well. May I call my witness now?
Sure.
I'd like to call my client, Quentin Barbados, to the stand, please. Hello, Quentin. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. How about yourself?
Oh, I've been working all day. You know how it is. How about this weather we're having, though?
It just hasn't stopped snowing for the past few days. I don't like it.
Yeah, I've got mixed feelings. It's so cold, but also I was thinking about taking my family out to go sledding.
That'd be nice. We got some good hills around here, it being a valley and all.
Yeah. I just don't have a family yet, though. That's
Oh.
the problem with the plan.
That's crazy.
Can I do the objection thing, Your Honor?
For the love of God, please.
All right, let's jump back into this case then. Quentin, is it true you have a bunch of radios in your secret basement?
It is.
And were these Watch Eye branded radios?
No.
No, so you didn't steal them from Watch Eye? Where did you get the radios?
I made them.
Mm-hmm. And was this one of your radios?
Yes.
And it's branded with your company name?
Yes.
Which is?
Yuko.
Yeah, what's this new ownership?
That's the sound a bird makes.
Like the sound a bird makes.
What? No, birds don't make that sound. It's a bit more of a...
Objection. It's caw.
It's
Caw.
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 Tweet, tweet, tweet,
Caw.
tweet, tweet, tweet.
Caw.
Tweeting, I'm tweeting.
Okay, hush, Graphite. You're so stupid. Birds don't make that sound. Continue with the trial, please.
I think that I have proven that my client not only didn't steal this equipment, but he created it. I moved to throw this case out and pretend it never happened.
Let's see if Graphite can sway the decision. Graphite, you are witness.
Yippee. Well. If it isn't my old foe, Graphite.
You say foe as if you weren't just trying to convince me to build a radio tower in your backyard a couple weeks ago.
Just think, if you had done that, we might not be in this courtroom right now.
No, I think things would have still progressed the same way. We'd end up right here.
I don't know. Agree to disagree, I guess.
No,
you know?
I don't agree.
But you might.
But I
might
won't.
agree.
Quentin, what were you using your radios for?
SoundCloud rapping, like you and my lawyer both said. Why? Yeah, I can share some of the raps I've been working on. I was actually working on one today during the trial. Yeah, let me. You better bet you never want to be a lunatic like me. Got 3 6 dynamite stuck on my t-shirt, fuse short, and it's burning quick. To clarify, this is not a bomb threat. I promise I'm innocent, yet I'm a lyrical god, combated criminal charges before cynical Congress. And if I'm quite honest, I'm feeling quite lawless. The way I've been treated, I've done nothing but wrong-ish. It's still a work in progress. Just trying to rhyme with endocrinologist next. Yeah. What answer are you taking for, Graphite?
The truth. What did you do with the radios?
Use them to transmit my music.
What else did you transmit, though?
Can you prove that I ever transmitted anything else?
You ever transmit any spectrogram frequencies?
No.
Let me remind you, perjury is a crime.
What? Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, well then I refuse to answer that question.
Quentin, you have an office in Watch Eye's Snowy Valley headquarters. How much are you associated with them?
We both have government ties.
Oh, come on, Quentin. Admit you know something. Everyone knows you're not completely innocent. I know you placed some of your radios around playing frequencies for Watch Eye to find. I know you were tampering with their investigations on purpose. I know you've been trying to spy on them by snooping around their old bunker. I know you're not innocent.
Graphite, you can't beg me to admit to something. I own that bunker. I have submitted copies of my music as proof that I used my equipment for SoundCloud. Agent Cross cut his ties with you and disappeared, so you can't prove that they found any Kyoko brand radios playing any frequencies at all. You have no proof.
Graphite, you got anything else for your witness?
Give me a second. I'm trying to think of a Hail Mary.
Okay, everyone return to your seats. I think it's time for a ruling.
Yay!
There was very little evidence brought here today against Quentin, so...
Wait. What about the taxpayer
Quentin,
money
why
he
are
stole?
you so heavy?
Oh, please. We let that slide all the time. It'll be fine.
But his secret basement. Surely that's not up to code. Who has a secret basement?
I gave myself a permit to do that.
That's true. He's the mayor. He can do things like that.
What about... Did he take a census for the basement? Is that... Did he call 811 before he dug?
The basement is not a person, so it doesn't need to be reported on a census. I'm sure he called 811.
This might be a stupid question, but what's this 811 thing I keep hearing about?
The number you call before you dig a hole.
So, wait, since when are you supposed to call someone before you dig a hole? What is...
Snowy Valley canonically exists in the U.S., and here you're supposed to call 811 before you dig. So, don't hit any gas mines. Did you do that, Mr. Bourbaki?
Yes, I mean, yeah, totally.
Okay, well, that sounds like perjury to me.
Perjury? That's the crime one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the crime.
And it seems like you just committed it.
Yeah, I mean, no, I didn't. I would never do a perjury.
He's perjuring again, Your Honor.
He is, isn't he? Seems pretty guilty to me. All right, I've made my decision. It's time for a ruling.
No.
Wait, objection.
Yes, objection.
On what
object.
grounds?
I guess the diorite ones we're standing on?
Yeah, that's a good answer. Good answer.
You fool! It's polished diorite.
That was your fatal mistake, Spider. This court rules in favor of Graphite and sentences Quentin Bourbaki to 5 years in prison. Graphite, congratulations. You're the mayor now.
Oh, wow. Just like that?
Feel good.
Yep, I'm the judge. I can decide these things.
Spider, I'm very mad at you.
Cool.
How
That's
did
one of
you
my
do that?
powers.
It's only
Yeah,
your fault.
that's cool. All right. Thank you.
You are in charge of building the prison now, though, because it seems like you don't really have one here.
Yeah, I'll be right on that. That's
Very
my first
disrespectful
order of
situation.
business.
It's your fault. Your fault.
Well, friends, looks like Quentin's all locked up tight in his home for now. We'll have to come up with a more secure solution in the future. A prison, I suppose, will indeed be in order, and I already have some plans for it right over there. Just think, next episode will be the first episode where I am mayor the whole time. It'll also be the beginning of a new project that we're going to start, the Snowy Valley Restoration Project. It'll take us about 3 episodes to remodel this whole town, but it definitely needs some work done to it. I mean, look at this. But real quick before I go, I want to thank you all for waiting like 2-ish months for this episode. I know it's been a hot minute, but obviously scheduling can be difficult, and I went through a couple different casts trying to get this episode done in a timely manner. Ended up having to do it in Java Edition if you didn't notice. That's why I was in creative for that last whole segment. Forgot to switch. Oopsie daisy. Anyways, I'd also really like to thank my friends The Wired Spider and Stomperella for helping me out with this one. They're awesome. I'll link them in the description, and you should definitely check out their channels and Twitch. Not only just because they're really cool, but also because they may or may not have a part in my upcoming SMP miniseries. Okay, no, it's true. They are. It's called Murder Mire, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it now because I've been working on it a lot during this hiatus. Murder Mire is a narrative improv murder mystery SMP. There will be 10 players involved, and one of them is designated to be the secret killer amongst us. The story will follow us, a group of travelers led by me, to a plot of swampy land called Murder Mire. Once we arrive, however, some fictional rando named Bobby is murdered. Since Bobby sucked and no one liked him, the killer could be anybody. Even me. Everybody will be releasing their own POVs on their respective channels for each episode of the series, and we'll all be playing a character, more or less. My character goes by the name Lord Graphite, and he's a rich, pompous narcissist who owns the land and is desperately trying to turn Murder Mire into a tourist trap at the cost of his own dignity. I don't want to spoil too much about anyone else's characters, but if you're interested, a couple members have posted trailers already, which I will also link in the description. This series comes out at the end of August, and I'm really excited to share it with you. I recorded this and edited it very differently from anything else I've posted on here, and I think you all will really enjoy it. Alright, I've been rambling about this for a while now, so if you stuck with me to this point, please leave a little thumb in the thumb selector thing, preferably the one that's facing up. Also, go ahead and subscribe. I'm in the process right now of digging up some dirt on you, dear viewer, so I can blackmail you into subscribing, but no luck yet. So, until then, do whatever, I suppose. And join that Discord thing, also, it's cool. Alright, well, time to end the episode now. Bye. Okay, yeah, that went well. I think. They still like me, probably.